So yeah, you have a lot of punches and kicks, and different kicks with different directions do different things, a la Smash Brothers. So a lot of this game should be very familiar to our Smash Brothers and sisters out there. So, with the orange character here, what character would you compare him to for compared to Smash Brothers, right? Like, who would be his name's Yoshi. Not to confuse anyone, the orange character in this game is called Yoshi as well. So who would you compare him to in Smash Brothers, Marcus?
I guess it'd be Mario.
I knew you were going to say Mario, but that's kind of a trick question because my brother thinks Yoshi is not very good. Well, I think he's one of the better characters in the game.
Whoa. That was expert.
That
was an expert move, Mr. Orange.
What is Orange doing? He's about to win the tournament? Like, nobody told him to do that. Cool. So, yeah, it looks like if I had to guess, I would say that these players here are fighting game players. Now, the reason I say that is because, right there when Orange had the ball, he did something that you've seen a lot of upper-level fighting game play. He waited. And that is a powerful technique in fighting games and not a powerful technique in racing games or first-person shooters as much, but definitely in fighting games. Just a slight hesitation can get you an advantage when otherwise you'd be very predictable and very counterable. So yeah, this guy's wearing a Street Fighter hoodie on the back.
Dang, all
I'm
right.
cheating a little bit, but but it definitely seems like he knows his character. He knows that the range of his attacks is important, and seeing what his opponent's going to do is equally important. So Green is struggling. Marcus, why don't you give Green a tip in order to win with one button? He's Popo. There's one thing you can do.
I don't want to teach him the fireball yet.
Because he'll do it every time.
Because he'll do it all the time. I'm going to teach him. I think he.
Ooh, that dunk was so important. So every time you fall in the water yourself, you'll lose a point if you have a point. Right now, because Orange is up by 2 points, he is definitely not wanting to die. While Green has a lot more leeway to sacrifice and go for some of these gutsy plays.
He can't go for the 0-point gambit, which is suicide yourself with the ball before you score with the ball. Give yourself a net bonus of 1 point.
Yeah, so because this game is first to 3 points, you see multiple very distinct strategies as you're playing. At the beginning, because nobody has any points, lots of risky plays, do whatever it takes to either get
nice.
the kill.
Get that ball, Green.
Oh, my gosh, Green. Oh, my gosh, Green.
Oh, nice.
Green.
Well,
oh, no, Green.
You have 10 seconds to make a move, Green. Dash attack, dash attack, dash.
Oh,
he's going to do it.
Oh.
He's got it.
Oh, no.
He messed it up.
Yeah, down. So there's a lot of little details, but Green definitely had a really good chance of winning it right there. The ball only falls in slow motion underwater. It's something to keep in mind. You can't throw it any harder in the water. You can't do anything. You just got to let it fall.
Mm-hmm.
So while he charged the ball above the water and tried to throw it in hard, he pretty much did nothing. But he's getting there. He's putting all the pieces together. The strategies are really – oh, nice Plex. Tell him about the supers.
I'm not going to tell him about the Plex because it's garbage.
It's not garbage. Freaking, it's one of the best supers.
Stop doing that.
There's only 6 supers in the game.
Just because you have to offend it and Kirby
First
up
of all,
everything.
have you seen the GIFs online of the pro Barabariball plays?
Yeah, there's one Plex
there's
where he
3 plus.
Snuck out of a slightly hazardous situation where he could use any other
I'm not going to
move
let you sit here and diss one of the best supers in the game.
I designed Plex. I can diss it.
So you came up with the idea, but you definitely dissed it right after that.
Yeah,
well, I took it to its glory.
It's a garbage super. But
so
anyway.
After this match, we have to have a Plex good or bad match off.
I mean, you found some,
yes.
gimmicks.
Gimmicks.
You found some, weird things to,
It's an all-around attack that explodes from your inner core and can block all incoming attacks from any direction. It can pop the ball up from 0 distance. Come on. And it floats you if you pop the ball up with it. Come on. There's no other attack in the game that's that big and hits all around you. You don't even have to aim it.
See, you asked me my recommendation for Popo. It definitely would not be use Plex.
So for all you listeners, Popo is definitely the big green character right now. You can be any color you want from about 6 choices in this game. Right now, Popo's green. and his name is literally Popo. So, you know, make any kind of connection you can with that name.
I think it's completely original.
I mean, especially this white, multicolored, high-rise fighting structure. That's also very original.
I don't think that other tower was right above the ocean. So.
Well, what do you think it was? Anyway, we're not talking about that.
You remember at the very bottom was a...
Oh, yeah, the land. That's where, yeah.
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 It's that one movie with the Indian. That's so strange. What's that Indian doing there in Dragon Ball?
All right, now you just ruined it. So,
Hey.
yes, this level is called Rainbow Ruins, but very much inspired by Kami's Lookout and the tower. Was it Korin's Tower? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's Korin's Tower and Kami's Lookout.
Yeah. Definitely big fans of that. Oh, and see, Plex.
It did nothing. You can use any attack and it would have done the same stinking
what
thing.
you mean is it pushed the ball in the wrong direction that he did not want it to go.
Oh, don't die,
Green,
Popo.
don't die,
Uppercut,
Green, uppercut. Up air. Popo, up air. Popo.
He's in super
stun stage.
Noah stun.
Noah's done. Hope Noah's out there listening. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone and see if anybody's talking.
How about we just make up what the chat was saying?
All right, you make up what the chat's saying, and I'll tell you. Oh, Noah retweeted it. Cool. Yeah, Noah's the other.
Sudden death is first to score a point or first to die.
So you do not want to die.
First to score a point wins. First to die loses.
Oh, Green just got dunked. So, Marcus, would you say that players typically die in sudden death, or is the ball is scored to determine the win?
Die.
Because everyone's just going hard.
I think it's one.
I haven't won one.
Oh, dang.
Test. Luis, can you hear me up there okay?
I can hear you
Does
all.
that sound good?
Noah, the other designer, the lead and original creator of Barabariball, big fan of Dragon Ball, he's tweeting about how we're talking about the lore of Barabariball right now.
Wasn't somebody else asking about that?
Yeah, just earlier today.
Okay. Yeah. Why the world was actually flooded, and why all the levels are raised over water.
Yeah, I mean, this game has a really intricate story that I've only told 2 people. So I'm not going to tell you guys right now. It'd be cheating.
There's something about a dragon and you running on its back.
Why would you say that part of all the parts to say?
Because that's the most like Dragon Ball. Or Dragon Ball Z. I don't think they ran on dragons' backs in Dragon Ball.
Cool. I'm going to pull up the stream chat, see if anybody has any questions about Barabariball.
Oh, dang. Orange.
So it looks like Orange.
What's going on?
Oh! Orange has learned how to defend and attack. Very important skill.
I think that...
That sound.
I think that action required this. We're just not looking.
Brandon.
Because I was just trying to get back to the stage.
Brandon, help me back to stage. Brandon. All right. I don't know how to search for vines, but I'm going to tell people to search for a vine with Brandon in school. You'll know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, pulling up Twitch chat. So this game is called Sports Friends, and it's 4 games in one. You're looking at one right now, very Smash Brothers inspired game called Barabariball. The other games are Hokra, which is a top-down pixely 2D team hockey style game, so that's pretty cool. And you have another game that's side-scrolling called Super Pole Riders, and in that game, you are pole vaulting into the air to kick a ball back and forth along a tether. And if you get it all the way on your side, you get a point. And likewise, if your opponent does it on you, they get a point. But you're pole vaulting and controlling with 2 analog sticks for the entire game. And if you've ever played a game called QWOP, QWOP, that is a game also. That person who created that game also created Super Pole Riders. His name is Bennett Foddy, and he is known for making sort of wacky, very sort of difficult to control, physics-based, engrossing video games, and Super Pole Riders is right in that same family. So yeah, Google QWOP right now. You won't be disappointed. And in the last game in this Sports Friends 4 games in 1 package is called Johann Sebastian Joust. And it's a game you might see some footage on here later at Absolute Battle, but it's a game that you play away from the TV screen. It's the famous PlayStation Move controlled game in which people dance in a circle to try to push each other around in physical, real-life space. It's set to music so that when the music goes fast, you can move faster, But if the music goes slow, you have to move more slowly or you will be out. It's a very simple game. People understand it pretty instantly, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Oh, well.
Oh, in this game, there's also a thing we like to call soft stock. The more you die, the longer it takes for you to respawn. So every death does count.
Yeah, don't just throw your life away, even though you can infinitely respawn. Man, even when we were playing, 1 or 2 deaths can really be the difference in winning or losing, right? Like, when you play tight enough to press your advantage on every single square inch, you just really want to never die, even if it means losing a point.
Oh, nice, Popo.
Oh, Popo just bought himself more time, except for now he's not buying himself more time.
I think if Popo switched to Ocean Fish, he'd realize that his current, what's this thing called? Plex?
Mm-hmm.
Is garbage.
You're a jerk. I was waiting for you to say that last part so I could call you a jerk. So, yeah, Marcus, tell them the 2 supers, or tell them a little bit about each character in the game. We're seeing 2 here. There's 1 other. And then tell them about each of their supers.
I guess every character has a quick horizontal dash super. So Popo's is the Ocean Fish, and the other 2...
Plex and Ocean Fist for Popo.
Oh, but I'm sticking
then-
to the horizontals.
Oh, the horizontal. So
Yeah.
there's Cudgels,
Yeah.
or Skyhook.
Skyhook.
Skyhook for this orange character.
That's
this
so
little
funny. I
monkey.
never made the stinking Skyhook reference to basketball for some reason.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder if Noah did, because he's such a big fan of sports and basketball.
Laugh at that, man. Can't get this.
What's Sari's? Shade Kick.
Shade Kick. It doesn't go as far as the other characters, but it packs a punch.
And then everybody's second super is fairly unique to the character, as we discussed before. Popo's is that soul core expansion outward plexus. What's it called?
Plex.
Plex.
You should tell him what it was inspired by, right?
What was it?
Oh, you just saw the move, right? On the stream, or you saw that?
What was it?
Wasn't it Vegeta doing his?
I stole it from a manga panel.
Well, it was still Vegeta.
I don't think I looked at any DBZ manga.
No, it was stolen from the GIF. This one was the GIF. And it's GIF, everyone. Shut your GIF mouths. Just have to throw that out there.
Green. Good.
Oh, so Green is doing the adaptation thing. So they can go to a new level now. Let's spice it up, guys. Hit start.
You should pick a better super, Popo.
Hey,
I'm
Plex it.
just saying.
He's going to win this tournament with Plex. Keep Plex.
Don't listen to the other black.
And you can
boy.
change. You can change to the next character if you want to showcase the. Is it Green Freaky? Hitting that button has disaster. Just chill out.
Chill out, home.
Hit back on the controller. Popo, the circle button.
Uh-oh.
I think it's technical difficulties.
We'll just hit these buttons. Okay, I'll move all the controllers back in the center and pick the controller you want. Who's 3?
I am.
All right. Okay, cool. And keep going. So yeah, we were talking about the supers. We're talking about Plex, inspired by Dragon Ball Z. You know how they
That's kinda
do,
tough.
where they just kind of explode and energy radiates all
I like
around.
Marble
them.
Chamber. Hooper Bay is also kind of tough.
Yeah, do.
I like Marble Chamber.
All right, do Marble Chamber. You guys enjoy this one. Cool. Just the chat.
Shoddy chat.
Do.
So that platform right there in the middle provides a nice ring around the rosy, kind of like chase me if you can kind of aspect to this level. The sides are good for ricocheting and rebounding. The walls are good for Sorry to beat you at this stupid level.
Yeah, sorry, it's the third character.
Because Sorry is a character that can cling to the walls, the only character that can do so. The roof is good for Popo ricocheting, actually. And, that's Marble Chamber.
Cool. I got the chat up. So if you guys have any questions about how this game's played or anything like that, just send them my way.
That seems really broken right there.
It's like going on a Final Destination.
I heard the words Final Destination. I approve.
Popo, uppercut, uppercut, Popo. Oh, saved Popo.
Uppercut Popo. There you go. Oh, double. And he's going to land properly.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, get hype. Colin,
Oh, that's cool. I'm playing the map. I didn't get to know earlier.
cool.
Oh, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Oh, it's too late.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
oh, wow. They actually saved the game.
Mr. Sunfish. I think so.
Let's just say yes.
Yeah, it makes it
2-2.
makes it more hype. Man, he got his spikes down. Popo needs to pick up his spikes.
Yeah.
Also has a very good spike.
He should have the best spike.
Yeah, because he's the best character.
Popo's not the best character.
Well, yeah, when he uses Plex, he's not. You're right.
Yeah, you're right, because he's just not good. Popo,
I don't
it's
think
obviously
you don't
Yoshi.
win in that exchange. I don't think.
Okay, we're going to have to put Marcus's trash talk.
Watch that ball slowly sink down.
Cool, we're going to turn this TV up a little bit so we can hear what's going on. 1 second.
Right. Okay. Dang, that was a route. Got blanked. Mr. What,
So yeah, we can get people to rotate in.
Oh, he had a crazy name I couldn't understand.